It's my last day in Omsk and in Russia for the time being until I come back, which you all know that I will. And Consuela asked me if I could do a video talking about my experience here and what I thought of the trip. Of course, my experience was really, truly, and genuinely amazing and very memorable. Russia and Siberia in particular really exceeded my expectations and defied them. When I first arrived in Russia, I kind of thought that everyone was cold and distant and they did not want to meet anyone new. But the longer I stayed here, the more I realized that the absolute opposite is true. The Russian people, every single Russian I met, was friendly and helpful and sincere. And every time I saw them, they were excited to meet me and see how I was doing and what I had been up to. And that was really great. It made me feel very welcome. One thing that was very memorable to me was how every Russian I met, whether it was in Krasnoyarsk, Omsk, Zlatoust, and even Moscow, they all told me something along the lines of that they wanted me to only have positive thoughts about Russia. And that was just really great. It made me feel, again, welcome. And it was really nice to hear because I've never heard someone from my country tell that to a foreigner. I didn't hear that in any of the other countries I've been to. And it just seemed so genuine. And it made me feel like everyone did really want me to have a good experience. I was lucky enough to be introduced to Consuela while I was here in Russia, and she gave me the opportunity to be a teacher and kind of share my own knowledge. And while teaching, I not only got to help other people with English, I got to hear about their perspectives and hear about things that are totally normal but from a completely new perspective. And it was always interesting to hear when some students would say something in English that was grammatically correct, but it was said in a way that maybe a native speaker would never say it. And students also always ask very good questions that made me think, and it's stuff like that I had never considered, but always had a definite answer. Things that, as a native speaker, we just take for granted. I know it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. The other staff and teachers at A Priori were so friendly and helpful and knowledgeable. Sometimes I fear that they know English better than me. For example, they keep trying to tell me that there's 9 tenses in English instead of 3. Okay. um, the a priori staff was always perpetually interested in what I had been up to, what I was doing, and what I thought of Russia. And I feel like I made genuine friendships with a lot of the other teachers and staff there. They're wonderful people. And of course, the a priori events were so much fun that I don't think I can call them work. They were an absolute blast to share drinks and snacks and discuss different perspectives and different things with all the various English learners and other teachers. If I could go back in time, I would do all of it again. And I really do hope that I get to visit Omsk and all of the amazing people here at least one more time in my life because I really love this city and all of the people in it. But it is just a bit cold.